What's up, guys? Um, I don't know how else to start this video other than saying you'll never be ready. Uh, because I've graduated. Essentially, I've graduated high school, right? Graduation ceremony is tomorrow. It's gonna be 5 hours long. Can't wait. That sounds like fun. Can't wait. But you'll never be ready. You'll never be ready to graduate. Um, this video is mainly for my youngins, but I feel like even if you're older, hopefully I have enough insight and knowledge and wisdom to, give you something to take home. But you'll never be ready when it comes to graduation, and I'll talk more about outside of that. You'll just never be ready. There's no thing where you'll be like, oh, I'm prepared now. I'm ready to graduate. I'm ready to leave because high school, at least for me, was that's where I met all my friends, strengthened relationships, whatever. Um, Damn near learned everything. Like really learned everything that I know when it comes to social interactions, whatever. And without high school, like real stuff, especially since it's public, American high school, right? Without high school, I would literally be an entirely different person. And I think that the person that I am, I think I like the person who I am with high school, if that makes sense. I said that kind of weird, but if that makes sense, um, I think I'm better off, completing high school. So with that in mind, um, I don't. It's just like, how would I be ready to leave that? How would I be ready to say bye to all my friends and go on be more autonomous, more independent, and have more responsibilities, right? And I thought about that for a while. I was like, how do I get ready for this? Okay, maybe I make a huge video just cataloging everything, all my experiences, all the people, um, and just record everything, and that way it can be cataloged. And while that's awesome, one, that's a lot of work for me. I'm just a lazy ass nigga, right? Probably should have said that word, but I'm lazy as hell, right? So I was like, that's a bit of an issue. But the second problem is also like, if I take all the time of recording, I'm not even gonna have time to just be living in that moment. And I do love recording. I love filming stuff. But if all I'm doing is to film it just to catalog it, I'm not even experiencing it. What's the point? Like I would love to make a video cataloging all of it, but but I just I don't think that's not gonna do it. Even if you recorded every single second, you were able to put it into one beautifully made video in an instant. I just don't think it would replace being there. You feel me? So I was like, okay, that's not gonna work. I can't make a video. I was like, okay, what if I stayed an extra year? Well, I didn't want to do that. That starts to impede on my potential career, and my future goals. So I was like, I don't think that's a good option. I don't think that's a good idea. Um, I was thinking maybe I should come back, and that was probably the worst one. That's just creepy, bro. Like, if I ever see anybody who graduated outside, like going back to high school, bro, I know what you are, bro. You need to be behind bars, bro. I know what you are, creep. Right? No, I'm just kidding. But still, I also just don't think that's the solution, right? And it made me realize that maybe this mystery, maybe this question, doesn't have a solution. Maybe I'll just never be ready, or like how am I supposed to answer the question of, how should I be ready for, when my house gets bombed? Not there's not really a whole lot of things you can do. If my house is just to get like a, you know, somebody just pulled up with an RPG and was like, I don't really like your house very much, and just decided to renovate my whole house. Not really a whole lot of things you can do there. You can't really be ready for those, and if you're really gonna spend a whole lot of time readying, it's like you're not really living in the moment. You can't be ready for everything. And that's what I'm talking about. You'll never be ready. And so for all of those who are gonna graduate, whether it be college, high school, obviously I don't know much about college yet. I'm still gonna go to college, but not yet. But for all of those who are gonna graduate high school either next year, whatever, what may have you, you'll never be ready. Okay, so just enjoy the moment, have fun, live your life, bro, and experience the people that you love and the people you have fun with. Um, and yeah, you know, that's really all you can do. I suck at keeping in touch too. So I'm sorry if y'all seeing this video, and you're one of my friends who I really did, because I probably didn't explain enough to like the people who I know, but like damn, I had a great time, and all the people who were there made it, and every single person who I ever interacted with at that school, especially my senior year, genuinely a blessing to have them. And I wish I explained that well enough. I'll make a video, uh, a different type of video, where I just talk about that because I really do appreciate all of them. But I'm bad at keeping in touch, so I know that I'm not gonna be able to talk to all of them. I may never see any of them again, which sucks. But I truly wish them the best. But yeah, so now we're talking about outside of graduation. All right, about never being ready. What does that mean? Essentially, what that means is you'll always be a beginner in something. Like I've noticed that as I'm growing up, right? Because it was in my club. right? My business club, where I'm like, you know, I'm a senior. I've been in this club, which not all seniors are even in this club. I've been in this club for 4 years, which means I am, by definition, the most experienced that you could be, other than, the advisor, like the club advisor, right? I am the most experienced, but yet I feel outclassed by sophomores, bro. I feel outclassed by sophomores. Now that comes from one, I just didn't really work that hard. Well, I worked hard, like let me not lie, right? But I didn't study that much. I didn't know everything. Um, and also it just seemed like they just had that aura, that confidence, um, that made me think that, like, wow, they got it down, they know what they're doing. But when I talk to them more, get to know them more, hey, shout out ET, I'm figuring out that they're kind of in the same boat as me. They also just don't know everything, right? None of us know everything. And so no matter what you go into, no matter what you do in your life, you'll always be new at it. You'll never be perfect at it, and you'll always have trouble in it. You're always gonna feel like you're not ready for it. And that's not with everything. After doing something for a while, you gain proficiency, you gain confidence in that. Like, for example, for me, video games. Like, I'm really like, I'm a G. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm a real deal, bro. Like, I'm really a problem in games, bro. Like, if you see me on the enemy team, bro, just leave. Just do yourself a favor and just leave the game, bro. It's about to be a blowout. Pause. But when it comes to things that you're not proficient in, regardless of your age, regardless of your experience, um, it's still gonna be difficult. It's still gonna be hard. You're still gonna have trouble with it, and that's fine. That's normal, you know. And it does kind of suck. It does kind of suck. I'll be honest. At least for me, it does, because I feel like sometimes I'm just like, wow, am I really a failure? You know what I'm saying? These sophomores out here, and they are higher prospects than me for sure. You know what I'm saying? For sure. The new club president, like, I think she was a freshman, bro. Insane prospects, bro. Like, she's gonna make it big, bro. I probably should have got an autograph, huh? Damn it. Should have got one. Hey, hopefully she'll remember me when she makes it big. But yeah, all I'm saying is, like, you'll never be ready, so you might as well get ready to not be ready. Take that as you will. I think I've yapped enough, and I feel like if I keep talking, I'm just gonna end up diluting my points. Also, all purple. I just noticed that. I'm looking swaggy. Not look at this purple right here. Purple on the mic. Purple headband. I got this one from Tennis Banquet. It was a blast. Shout out to Nicole. She took great pictures, bro. Shout out to you if you're seeing this video somehow. But yeah. Anyways, I just want to say, thank y'all for watching. Stay swaggy, stay cool, stay blessed. And let's go, class of 26. Yeah. I'll catch y'all next time. Next video will probably be a graduation video, since my ceremony's tomorrow. Bro, I can't record. They're swiping my phone, bro. They're taking my phone, so not a whole lot of recordings from that, but I'll see what I can do. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. All right, I'll catch y'all.